Every child should learn to cook. It's that simple. Food writer and TV host Alton Brown once said, "Unless your kid is Pele Jr., they're not going to be able to feed themselves off of soccer. If your kid can play soccer but not cook dinner, you've done them a disservice." Now, there are many benefits for a child to learn to cook, the least of which being it's far healthier and far cheaper. A survey by cheapism.com found that it's up to 60% cheaper to eat home rather than eating out. If you were to go out and just get a chicken dinner with a vegetable side, it would cost you approximately $16, which I have here. But if you were to go home and your child were to make chicken, corn, pretty much the same meal, it would only cost you about $6 per person, which is a lot cheaper. It's also a lot healthier to eat at home. Another survey that surveyed the eating habits of 19,000 adults over 2 days found that it's far healthier, nutritionally speaking, to eat at home. You eat around 200 more calories when you eat out, along with significantly more sodium, fat, and cholesterol. Learning to cook at home helps your child learn about nutrition, which helps prevent the malnourished college student living off peanut butter and ramen noodles. Now, I'm not saying you should give little Timmy a chef's knife and just tell him to have at it, but children can learn to cook at any age. When they're young, if they're just a toddler or baby, they can just sit and watch you cook, maybe give them a measuring cup to bang around with. They'll have a blast. When they get older and they start developing motor skills, they can learn to do more advanced things. They can pour, mix, tear lettuce, wash vegetables, do whatever. Just help out in the kitchen and get them interested. When they start preschool around 4 to 5, they can start doing more advanced things with plenty of supervision, like cutting soft foods with a plastic knife. They can whisk vinaigrettes and mix thicker batters. Try and find detailed but simple things for them to do that they can do without too much trouble, but they still find interesting. When they're 6 or 9, they can really get into the kitchen. They can start using appliances like food processors or blenders, which are really so safe you couldn't cut yourself if you tried. And this is the perfect age for them to learn to use hot things because they're really developing the self-awareness and motor skills needed to learn how to use them without hurting themselves. When they get to double digits, like 10 or 11, they can start learning meal planning, really get into nutrition, and by the time they're teenagers, they can cook full meals for the family. Throughout all of this, they can learn about math, budgeting, the environment, anything that has to do with cooking. Now, knowing all of that it's healthier, cheaper, and a lot more fun to cook at home, I only have one question. What's your child going to cook next?